After the devastation of Hurricane Katrina, the people of New Orleans pulled together to put on their signature celebration, Mardi Gras.
It's like everything in our life, in our culture, is about a celebration. If somebody's born, there's a celebration. If somebody died, there's a celebration. So even with this storm after Katrina, it should be a celebration.
This is the story of some of those people.
I lived in New Orleans for years, and it's just got my heart.
This is the 150th year celebration. It's going to be something that brings the community back together.
Nothing cancels Mardi Gras. Nothing.
It's a story of devotion, of people who love Mardi Gras and New Orleans in their own unique ways, and were determined to see their city recover.
What hurricane?
In another part of New Orleans, a different kind of Mardi Gras preparation is taking place. Mardi Gras Indians are one of the festival's most unique groups. They began parading on the streets of New Orleans around the same time the rest of the city began to have its street carnival, 150 years ago. Larry Bannock is chief of the Golden Star Hunters.
I'm a Mardi Gras Indian. Mardi Gras Indians started out of being slaves. When we were slaves and we ran away from the plantation or whatever, they came uptown. This is uptown. It was the Native Americans that adopted and helped us. I rode through the storm, Katrina, in my house. And about, I don't know what time that morning when the roof went and the ceilings and all that started caving in, it's like I just pushed it off me and said a prayer and stayed right through it. This is where I was born, and 10 out of 1, this is where I'm gonna die.
Larry refused to evacuate during the post-Katrina flood because he didn't want to leave his invaluable Indian suits unprotected. These elaborate costumes are the pride of the Mardi Gras Indians, and Larry's have been displayed in museums all over the world. By tradition, Mardi Gras Indians sew a new costume each year by hand, featuring incredibly intricate beadwork.
On Mardi Gras Day, when you come to the neighborhood, you see a whole different Mardi Gras because it's made from the heart. I sew it, I make it, I wear it. I don't just make an Indian suit to be making a patch. Every patch that I have shows respect to the Native Americans for what they did for us. We won't bow down. We won't bow down. Oh, we won't bow down. It's hard. This year is hard. We're not even supposed to really be on the streets because the streets are tore up. The city is tore up.
Because their neighborhoods were decimated, no one knows how many, if any, Indians will mass this year.
The Indians is Mardi Gras, damn it.
I don't know if we're going to have any Indians in New Orleans this year. Mostly the bands are gone, the schools are gone. The only thing basically we probably have in New Orleans now is the floats, the beads, and the doubloons.
If you were here, you need something to vent. You need something to make you smile and make you remember what New Orleans was and still can be. Mardi Gras Indian is something that you have to love. A real Mardi Gras Indian, no matter where he at, he's trying to make it home for Mardi Gras.
Hello? That's where you're supposed to be. Just get the horses off the trailer. Just wait for us. We're on it. We're trying to...
There's a problem with the horses that Penny and the Toth officers are supposed to ride.
This guy is totally helpless. The horse guy. He lives across the lake. He lives 25 miles away from here, and he don't know his way around the city.
It looks like they're getting underway, but...
If this is the horse guy... Hello? Yeah. They're on their way. They should be there in 10 minutes. The horse guy finally got there. He did make it. Now they're looking for the walkers. that lead the horses. I'm not sure what the world's going on with the buses. I think we're trying to get them in order. The problem is there's so many parades starting at the same spot. Usually we're starting at a different location. So everybody's starting at the same spot this year. So logistics, you can't get all the limos and buses in and out. So that's what the police are trying to coordinate right now, but I'm not really sure who's in charge. You ready? Okay. I just want to get going. Come to me and say, which route should we take? Say, y'all police, which route should we take?
We're gonna make it.
Toth is famous for being generous with their throws. In fact, Toth and the previous paraders are so enthusiastic that even the trees are full of beads. That's because a Mardi Gras parade is the ultimate interactive event where the audience fervently requests and receives gifts from the paraders. Larry waits until mid-afternoon to see who in his tribe will make it. At last, a cry is heard down the block. It's Waddy Griffin, Larry's spy boy for the last 15 years, announcing his presence to his chief.
Ooh, G-Money! Big Chief! Here comes your spy boy! On the Mardi Gras morning, I'm gonna have some fun!
Larry decides it's time.
I sure don't carry no guns.
I've been trying to cry since the hurricane. I can't cry yet. But I'm thankful that I have something to come back to. Indian! St. John from Old Great Town! That Mardi Gras morning when they called my name. It's something for me that really saved my life. Because it's like I don't really have no family. My Indians and my gang are my family. A lot of people see us massing, walking down the street, but they don't realize this is an organized situation. We have signals. We have certain words we say. They got certain body gestures and movements that you make.